Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gregtech 6. Last episode I built the smelter and the extruder of normal potency. With this I can now proceed to do something I wanted to do for a very long time that gonna help me progress stuff here around into the workshop. So let us go. One of the major things I'm gonna start to be spending a lot is aluminum. I have this alumina here and some aluminum, but that won't be hardly nearly enough. I have to get a lot more aluminum to actually start doing all the work around here, even with the power set up here. I told you before, because I'm gonna start using more electrical machines around the place, and to transmit power we have a different amount of cables. And for you that don't know, we have the tin cable, the lead cable for example. As you can see, the tin can only hold 32 EU, while the lead one 64. However, when you check the battery box, it says that it's gonna output always 32 EU. So what is this lead for? Well, for things producing electricity, like the dynamo. The dynamo can go above 32. So if I try to use the tin one with the dynamo and give it too much rotation to make it above 32, it's going to burn the cable down. So we'll have to actually use a better cable in this case here. But to transmit power around the tin cable is enough if it's powered by a battery box, because battery box is also 32. However, it's not effective to actually do that at that lower voltage, because for each block it you travel, it's gonna lose 1 EU, and thus it is 32. If it moves 3 blocks, I already lose 10% of the current for each amperage, for each ampere it has. So that's not that useful. That's why to transmit power around the base is better for you to step up your energy. Like the next one would be the medium voltage. That's not this one here. The medium voltage is 128. It's 4 times the amount of energy the previous one could send. And because of that, I'll be carrying 4 times the amount of power and only losing that amount. So in order for the medium voltage to lose the same percent as a low voltage, in this case here, it needs to travel 13 blocks. So it's a lot advantageous. But enough of me humbling around. I need to actually do some extra machine before. I need to make a laminator, because I can coat my single cables by hand, but I cannot coat any wider or larger cable. So let's make a laminator. A steel machine casing, 4 rods, 2 small gears, and a double cup plate. We have here the machine, the hull, the cables. Now I was only missing is the small gears. But to make small gears, just need to actually hammer down a plate. Now let us just build this crap here quickly. Yeah, probably did not need to bring everything here. And laminator. Now let's pick my wrench that I left into the crafting table, of course, and take out this smelter and place the laminator on its plate, and don't drop on the floor, please. Now if I wanted, I could just make it like this and use it. However, in this case here, it won't be necessary, because for now we're going to just do a small area, not going to travel power around the place. I wanna do it at a higher tier, at least a high voltage. And for such, I want to use the aluminum cable that can handle up to EV, extreme voltage, and has loss of 1. But to have such thing, I need a lot of aluminum. That's why I need to actually increase my production of said aluminum. Oof. So the place where I'm gonna actually have it, I'm gonna use some lead cables, and I'm gonna require also some thin wires to be made as well. I have the extruder that can actually do that for me. I still have the shape here for, if I can actually find it, wires. And yes, this is a low heat, just because this one is a bigger older brother, don't mean I can actually use it to smelt lower tier stuff here. You don't lose that ability. Extruder is very careful with what he does. And Bear could have actually do this into his string, but when you're seeing this string is long over. It was a string where he is recycling the sulfur dioxide here into sulfur itself because it is producing too much, and I know why he wants to. He don't like to throw anything off. And the roaster is working non-stop since I have let it up, and I still have a lot of stantonite and cobaltite to process it, all from the limestone limonite vein. No, I just have that amount, and that produces a huge amount of material for me. You can see here that I run this for a very long time until I have run out of calcite, and I still have 1,300 limonites aside the ones from the hopper and 300 from the brown one. And this plastic has 2 stacks of rogue iron and more one into the hopper. Into the other side we have another one with 2 on it and 2 below. I have 2 stacks here, and I already processed some here into the steel maker. So yeah, it is actually very, very powerful. I forgot how much material a vein can give you if you truly go and mine it. The steel maker works perfectly. Now I'm also going to require something to place the power on it, so I'm going to make some batteries. In this case, lead acid battery. I require chloride battery alloy and lead foils. So let's pick the Corvette shape here and replace it with some battery alloy. And may be done. And the lead foil is made into the cluster mill. Now that we have it, I need to actually make something to store the power. In this case here, a battery alloy. I require thin cable, thin wire, 2 circuits of tier 2 or 1 above, and galvanized steel machine hook. Previously you saw me using the plates and the long rods to make it manually, but you don't actually need to do that. If you take a batting pot or a batting machine like this one here, and actually add that zinc to it. Like so. And pick any steel material, like these holes here, and place here. They're gonna be coated. Don't drop into the floor. It will take time, but it is a way to do so, and doing this you can actually automate it later on if you want. I have my Corvette here, and go here, here, and is there anything else? Hammer and cutter, and a hammer, and now I need to actually fill this with the sulfuric acid. So let's go to my sulfuric acid production, right behind here, stainless tap, and let's manually fill it, because it says here do not require cunning machine. You can actually do this by hand, like this. A drum, the stainless tap, because using a ceramic I'm gonna burn it, and just fill it to have the thing itself. And now the pipe is empty. And can make more sulfuric acid. I'm gonna start using water. It's eating too much of my distilled water, and there is no reason to do that after all. Is it finished? Yes, it's finished as one. So let's go here, place this down, this one. Still need to grab the tin wire and the lead wire as well. I have some tin cable here. Let us go. Yeah, everything is working as perfect. Battery box. Ta-da! Now actually to turn this into a battery, we have this little one here, that's the low voltage one. We have the medium voltage that require a circuit, and high voltage and extreme voltage, that is the limit of it. I need to get some plates. Did I make everything into Corvette? I believe so. So let's undo that. I don't need that much. And to do the next step, that is actually starting to work with the vitriol, I need some machines to do what I want. In theory, I only require an electrolyzer, but as you might expect from me, I'm gonna do some engineering with it. Because you see, when you buy some materials, you're gonna get this vitriol, and this vitriol can be processed to get some of the material back, some more of the material. And we have a good amount of vitriols. Have the green, the clay, white, blue, heavy head, so a lot of them. So you could build one electrolyzer for each vitriol if you want, but I think that's a little bit wasteful. So I'm gonna do something different about that respect. First I'm gonna do my cables here. I think that will be enough for now. And make the adjustment for the future. But I don't have enough rubber plates to actually do it. So I have to actually make more. Let's pack some blocks here. Now let's make the battery. Plates. Feel that stuffy. Tin cable. I'm missing one. And I am blind and cannot see my cutter. And here you go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thanks. Now let's pick some rubber plates. Rubber plates. Less cable. More heat. It's going to laminate everything. That cable. And some copper cable. Thanks. I think I have everything here to make the power. I'm gonna steal this engine and this dynamo and this electrolyzer to make it to work with the vitriol of clay. I have the battery to stop power, batteries to have the power. Now I need that extra machine, that is canning machine. Yes, let us make some canning machine. Tiny stainless steel pipe, tin cable, 2 compacted electric pumps of low voltage, and a tier 2 or tier 1 circuit. I have everything here. I have my galvanized casing. I have some stainless steel pipes. This is the tiny ones, because I needed the galvanized ones, I believe. Now stainless steel. I thought it was galvanized. I was wrong. So let's make some of it then. Extruder. You have more work to do. Teeny pieces, teeny pipes. And it broke. Don't have any more. Yes, I should make a lighter. A lighter. Just require some plastic. And then canning machine, some butane to have this with the 100 users and 90% chance of doing whatever you want. That's a lot more effective than make by hand. By hand you use an entire plate, while this one is only worth half a plate. So that's gonna save you from it. Since we are here, let's make this aluminum into plates as well. But not everything. I still require some screws to make more covers. I do have room for bolts, don't I? Yes, I do have for bolts. That make a lot of bolts. Thanks for your service. Now where was I? Ah yes, make the canning machine. Galvanized steel. Tiny plates. Compact. Circuit. Cable is missing. Hammer. And the tiny here you go, canning machine. And believe me, I'm gonna require two of it at least for what I plan to do. Now, let's go for the last step. Let's pick my remaining shape here. I have this extruded shape of a ring. Then let's put it here into the crafting table and cut it to make a capsule cell containers. And then we came here, get some stainless steel. We'll have some more here. We'll have to make it more. Yeah, I have to make it more. Place this here. Keep this amount here. And watch it go. Before taking out the electrolyzer, don't forget to taking back your molten cryolite and aluminum fluoride. So don't lose it, because it is kind of expensive to make them. Electrolyzer, dynamo, and diesel engine. Thanks. I knew I was missing something. I needed 2 electrolyzers to actually do this setup correctly. So here comes the second one. Now that we have it, so you don't stop. Will you ever stop? Wait, what? Stop. You forgot something. Where are you gonna bat your stuff? Yes, you need a bat to bat stuff. Incredible, isn't it? The things you never know. Okay, you don't need you, don't need you. You. Get out of my inventory. Okay, the bat goes right here. And as it says, the output of fluids is on the bottom. And because it's gonna be acid, I need to actually use stainless steel to handle acids. And go all the way here. Sorry about cutting it like this. The video is getting very long and I did try something but it's not working. I have to actually design this again, but it's gonna be working for the next episode. So, this is God. Thanks so much for watching and sorry about this little cliffhanger.